Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this special edition of Biz Talks. My name is Fred Holmes. I'm an independent distributor with ZJ International, sharing the natural health revolution. There we go. And very warm welcome to all of you who have joined us, or maybe you're joining us on the replay. Somebody sent you the link to this broadcast. This particular broadcast is rather unique. During this time frame on Thursday evenings, we take a few minutes to share a little bit about ZJ International. Without question, the leading #1 home-based business and income opportunity available. And certainly it's going to be that way for a number of years. This is an opportunity for those of you that are invited guests. Maybe a friend or a family member has been sharing with you our products. Maybe somebody's been talking with you about an opportunity to create additional income, or maybe even develop a full-time business from home. This is our opportunity to share a little bit of information with you, and typically we take a few minutes and let you hear from one of the people that's been working with us. In some cases, we've had truly legends in the network marketing profession who've shared why they've decided to join ZJ. We have some of our new up-and-coming rising stars. Tonight's going to be a little bit different in that I'm very excited to replay to you an announcement that was made literally 7 days ago. An announcement that further documents why ZJ International is going to become the leading company in the health and wellness industry, leading the natural health revolution. But first, what I want to do is take a few moments and kind of introduce you to what it is that we're doing. As I said, some of you have been invited as a guest. Very warm welcome to you. For many people in today's economy, even though the economy is going well, last I heard there was actually more jobs available than people looking for jobs. The fact of the matter is many people out there have recognized that a job, the security of a job, is really just a path to financial dependence. See, what we've learned over the years is that when your income is derived from a job, from an employer, one person, the person that has the power to fire you or control your schedule, one person has 100% control of your income, your future income, and your time freedom. And many of us have looked for ways to create additional income streams so that we can have more, more income for a better lifestyle, more vacations, save money for a new home, the kids' college education, maybe put more aside for retirement. For others, including myself, it's been a way to create a full-time income, but doing it under your own terms, to do it from home. I'm in my home office right now. That's kind of part of my reason for being involved, is it's an opportunity to create a significant income with a on a part-time basis, and care for my elderly mother. She'll be 92 years old here actually this weekend. So whatever the reason is that you might be looking for more than what you have, let me introduce you to a company that can provide the vehicle necessary to create true long-term leveraged residual income. Many, many years ago, a little over 30 years ago, I was a cross-country truck driver and looking for a way to create substantially more income to meet the needs, the educational needs of my young son as he was heading to school. But I also was looking for a way to be with him as he was growing up. That was going to be a critical part of being able to make sure that he could become everything that he had the capacity to become. And this industry, this profession of network marketing, just made so much sense to me. I had my very first company. It was a company that had some good products that I would personally use. And I figured, well, if I would use them, I'll bet you I had some friends that would use those products. And I also figured there would be some of those people that'd be like me, looking for a way to make some additional income. And what was shared with me is, if you follow a simple system, a system that can be duplicated by the masses, you could create a very large, growing consumer base and a long-term residual income. And every bit of the promises that were offered to me by this profession in network marketing have been fulfilled over the years, to the extent where I was able to retire within 10 years and spend a number of years doing the kinds of things that people only dream about. Working only if I wanted to, only if it was something that was very interesting to me. And frankly, I never did a project for more than about a year at a time because I needed to take a year or two off. I had the privilege of being able to raise my first grandson. I quit working, spent 6 years as a stay-at-home grandfather, and then it became time to come home and take care of my mom. Now, that was when I was introduced to Zege International. And because I'd been in this industry, because I'd already experienced, the power of leveraged residual income, and I'd seen many companies, I had a unique opportunity. I had the ability to see what it was, or know what to look for in a company. And most people are introduced to, a networking opportunity through a product, and they like the product and they get involved. And I have to tell you, it takes more than just a good product to sustain a long-term income opportunity. So these were the three things that I looked at. First and foremost, the most critical ingredient was the experience, the track record, and the integrity of the owners of the company, because that has been the greatest downfall of the network marketing profession. If you look at our profession now, close to 70 years we've been around, literally tens upon tens of thousands of companies have come and gone, yet there's only a couple of dozen, really literally a couple of handfuls of companies that have been able to stand the test of time. The owner of Zege International is one of those rare people who's done that. His name is Ken Brailsford. You may not recognize his name, but you already know who Ken is. Ken is known as the father of encapsulation. He's the first person that took medicinal herbs, put them into the little gel caps we're all familiar with today, and created a way for the average person to conveniently consume the benefits of these medicinal herbs. Ken is a master herbalist. He developed his first company in the early 70s, now in business over 40, almost approaching 45 years in business, has done billions of dollars in sales, continues to this day. Ken went on in the 80s to create his second company. Now in business over 30 years, again, billions of dollars of cumulative sales. Now, if you look at the industry, only one person in the history of network marketing has created two of the multi-decade, multi-billion-dollar successful companies in this profession. It's Ken Brailsford. And when I heard that Ken had come out of retirement to bring this product to market, to create his third and final legacy company, frankly, that was all I needed to know to take a better look at Zege International. And so the experience, the success track record, and the integrity of the corporate leadership, that particular ingredient that was met as far as I was concerned. Second thing I looked at were the products. And in our type of business model, there are certain products that you want to look for. They tend to lend themselves well to our type of business. I looked for, first of all, products that met a recognized need, products that were cutting edge, products that were category creator, products that you didn't have to convince people that they needed. When you look at the product line that Zege has been able to bring together today we have the #1 superfood in the world, Moringa oleifera. We're the #1 grower, harvester, and importer of Moringa oleifera trees. We own our own plantations. We actually own our own manufacturing facility. We have an NSF, a National Sanitation Federation Foundation certification. It's a pharmaceutical grade manufacturing facility, something you may want to take note of. We are the only company in the nutritional supplementation product space that manufactures our products to pharmaceutical grade quality. Since the beginning of Zege, and I had the opportunity to join a couple of years into the growth of the company, but we started with our original Moringa oleifera drink, all the nutrients the body needs to sustain optimal health, and a great tasting beverage you can drink on a daily basis. We've expanded into healthy natural weight management, healthy natural organic energy drinks. We've expanded into a line of nutritional supplementation for sports. We are the only company out there that has a complete line of sports nutrition products that are all natural. None of the artificial colorants, sweeteners, soy-based proteins that just flood the market. And frankly, they're just terrible. People trying to be in good health and work out and be athletes, they're eating garbage. We're the only company out there that has brought essential oils, clinical grade essential oils, to the market space for the average consumer at competitive pricing. We've expanded into consumer products, all the things that people are looking for today, but they're looking for products to use that don't have the harmful chemicals and additives and so on. Skincare, hair care, deodorant, shampoo, it goes on, bath soap, everything that the consumer is looking for today. Zija International is already providing those products. So I look for products that, met a recognized need, products that were highly consumable, but the most important ingredient is the products had to really work. One of the things that we've seen over the years with Zija International, we have the highest customer retention ratio of any company in the profession. And when you're looking to create a long-term residual income, it's based upon consuming of the products and having people that will consume the products, here's the key, independent of whether or not they're actually involved in the business. Over 80% of the people that make up Zija International are just customers. They just consume the products. When you combine those two things, experienced integrity at the corporate level, a company that's put together product lines that meet recognized needs. You don't have to convince people that they need these products. They're already looking for these products. Add to that one more thing, and that is timing. This is when you're poised for a tremendous opportunity. Imagine if you could be in at the leading edge of growth of any major company in any industry. The beginning of the growth curve of Microsoft, the beginning of the growth curve of Apple, the beginning of the growth curve of Amway, the beginning of the growth curve of Mary Kay. Whatever the company is, if you could get in when the company was well established, had everything in place, but got in before the masses, that's where the fortunes are made, and that's where we are today. Now, as I said, normally I would be inviting a guest to join me and share their story, to share why they joined Zija, what they did to create success in their Zija business and in their lives. But I'm very excited. I'm going to replay an announcement that was done 7 days ago, an announcement by Dr. Joshua Plant. He'll introduce himself on the video. Dr. Plant is part of the Zija corporate team. He is the brightest mind today in science-based nutrition and wellness. And he's going to share with you two things that have just happened, major outside third-party validation of the science and the efficacy of the Zija products. So stay and listen to this announcement. I'll be back in just a couple of moments. I'm going to share a couple of things that are coming up here in the very near future. And so let me get that going for you. One moment.
Hello, Zija Nation. I want to thank you for joining me tonight on this very special and unique call. I wanted to gather everyone for this big announcement. But before I give you what that announcement is, I want to spend a little bit of time framing how Zija International is a company that is leading the natural health revolution with innovative and effective products. About 13 years ago, Ken began to see the vision of what Moringa oleifera could bring. This was an unknown botanical to thousands and millions of people across the globe. Understanding the immense health potential this single botanical could have to the globe, Ken Brailsford began to blaze a new trail. In fact, Zija International today, because of that vision Ken Brailsford had 13 years ago, he saw what Moringa oleifera could do, and today Zija International is the trailblazer of Moringa oleifera. opening pathways, importing it from India where it grows more nutritiously than any place on earth, creating a novel food in a well-established market has not been a small challenge. In fact, there have been insurmountable hurdles that Ken Brailsford and the Zija International Operation Team has had to overcome, taking an obscure botanical very few people knew about, creating it to make sure it is of the highest value nutritiously, and being able to serve it to hundreds of thousands of people across the globe. Well, we don't stop there. That vision of Ken Brailsford 13 years ago, I think in some ways, was serendipitously mirrored by the vision that me and my wife had 13 years ago as well. 13 years ago, as a person stocking shelves at Target, always being fascinated by science, but never having the confidence to pursue it at a high level, my wife encouraged me to do so. At 23, 24 years old, my wife encouraged me to begin an academic program at the highest level study in science. As a new father, this was taking a big risk. Just as Ken took that risk with Moringa oleifera, at that same time, not knowing our paths would cross several years later, I took that risk as well. Pursuing an academic career allowed me to go from universities to universities, graduating first in my class from Harvard Medical School, working several years, one of the most prestigious scholarships at the National Institutes of Health, and ultimately realizing through my academic studies that Moringa oleifera is a botanical that has the potential to save millions of people's lives and improve their health and wellness. It was this vision that I had that ultimately then merged the vision of Ken Brailsford and myself, coming together about 6 years ago of hoping to further improve and enhance the distribution and the value of what Moringa oleifera and the natural health revolution means to everyone. Well, the innovations of Moringa oleifera have continued. In fact, just a few short years ago, we were the first company to utilize and understand the powerful of a complete protein found in plant material, Moringa oleifera, harnessing that complete protein out of Moringa oleifera leaves, giving you the first ever, and still to this day, the only Moringa-based plant protein product. This has been revolutionary and has quickly risen to one of the most notable plant protein products in the market and is one of Zija's top-selling products. Additionally, we've applied the Moringa oleifera capacity to clean and purify water to unveil the most powerful countertop, most powerful natural water filtration system there is with the More Clear unit. We've unveiled the power of Moringa oleifera in suppressing appetite, understanding that moringanine, a compound unique only to Moringa oleifera, harnessing that compound, we were able to deliver the XM Burn product, which has helped tens of thousands of people lose weight they never thought they could lose before. Well, as we have blazed these innovative trails with respect to Moringa oleifera, we have also understand that we are facing an uphill battle of the status quo. Many of you understand the benefits of Moringa oleifera, but the education system, the medical education system, the certification systems that are out there, in many ways, are decades behind. Over the course of several years, we have been working with some of the highest level agencies in getting the top certifications for our product. Many of you know, several years ago, Pharmatech, the manufacturing arm of Zija International, became NSF registered, NSF certified. What does that mean? Well, that means that our manufacturing processes adhere to the highest level, making sure that we don't allow contaminants into our products, making sure that as Pharmatech manufactures their products, that they adhere to the greatest policies and procedures of any supplement manufacturing company that is out there. What we have done is this was just the first step of helping us to do what we are going to announce today. We are beginning today to announce that the plant proteins, both the chocolate and vanilla, the innovative ones with the novel ingredients of the Moringa protein, are NSF certified. NSF is a third-party certification that not only checks for hundreds and potentially thousands of contaminants specifically to that product on a regular and frequent basis, they also make sure that it works with respect to all the different sports institutions, so that professional athletes, when they see the NSF sports certification, feel confident that they can take that product without any potential adulterants. This has been so revolutionary and so breakthrough because we have introduced new ingredients, new innovations with respect and to even new products of Moringa oleifera into this space. No other products of Moringa are able to carry that clout. It has taken years of innovation, of documentation and education to some of the highest level scientists to understand the power of what those plant proteins have. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. In fact, many of you right now watching this are beginning to become a little dazed and maybe your eyes roll. I get it, I'm a scientist. But I encourage you to actually go to nsf.org, and you'll notice at the top of that page, there's a little orange bar that says Search NSF Certified Products and Systems. Click that tab, type in Zija, and you will see both the chocolate and vanilla proteins are NSF certified. This has been great as we are educating not only the masses of the power of Moringa oleifera plant protein, but now we are beginning to educate the educated. This is the power of the natural health revolution. Well, Zija International hasn't stopped there. Many of the physicians today reference what is called the Physician's Desk Reference. This is an innovative encyclopedia, if you will, of drugs, but also health products that are relevant to their daily work. What we've been doing is working with physicians and other individuals to help them understand the power of Moringa oleifera as a nutritional supplement as they work with patients that may be dealing with nutritional pitfalls. With this, at the Physician's Desk Reference, we worked feverishly to make sure Supermix and both the vanilla and chocolate plant proteins are found now in the Physician's Desk Reference. I encourage you now to go to pdr.net. There, you can type in the search Zija, and you will find the three products, Supermix and the 2 plant proteins. As you click on those, you will see the product profiles of those that are now available in an accredited, well-referenced, and well-used material of PDR. As many of you try to go and educate your physicians on this powerful nutritional supplement, they can quickly reference the PDR or the Physician's Desk Reference to get validation that this is a justified, wholesome, whole plant food product that they can utilize in helping to improve the health and wellness of those that they may be serving. This is the power of what Zija International is doing. We understand that our innovation is continuous, and each and every day we are looking to see how we can make Zija better and more accredited, because our goal is improving the lives of millions across the globe, the power of the natural health revolution. And doing so, many ways, we have to educate the educated. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into this special call. Right now, you will find that there are several different assets that you can be sharing across with your teams, showing them how to look at pdr.net and nsf.org to show the powerful accreditation Zija International is receiving amongst the most prestigious and well-recognized institutions, third-party institutions across the globe. Thank you so much for tuning in to this special call, and don't forget to dial in to the remaining of the education week as we are learning about Cell Health 3 and the power that that product has at a steep discount for this particular period. Thank you so much. And we are also, by the way, very close to getting those 100,000 likes at Zija International. I'm hoping that it's actually happening right now. Stay tuned, stay active, stay plugged in, because there's a lot of exciting things happening right now at Zija International, and we are blessed to have you be a part of it. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Something that most companies in the industry dream of. Zija International has already been able to accomplish. And just so that you understand exactly where we are in terms of timing, Zija International has already surpassed all but 1% of the companies in our profession. If you look over the last close to 7 decades, tens of thousands of companies that come and gone. Zija International is already in the top 1% because we have now been in business over 10 years, and we are virtually on top of $1 billion of cumulative sales in that period of time. But if you want to get a sense for what this company can do for you and your family and your financial security, what has taken us over a decade to accomplish $1 billion in sales, we're estimating that will happen within the next 36 months. And so if now is the right time for you to take a look at where is your family's financial future going to be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road, and you're looking to take the opportunity to be part of a company that will be, the people will tell the stories of this company 10, 20, 30 years from now. How do we know that? Because Ken's companies have already been in business for 30 and 40 years. If now is the right time for you, I encourage you to get with the person that asked you to be part of this broadcast tonight, or maybe they directed you to the YouTube link for the replay. Get involved, okay? Get the information you need to make your decision. We have a multitude of ways to share more information on our products, on our income opportunity. And for those of you that are ready to get started, I encourage you to join us on Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Pacific time. That's 1 o'clock in the afternoon East Coast time. We will be hosting a special new distributor training designed specifically to assist you in getting off to a fast start, taking advantage of all of the things that are going to be happening over the next 120 days leading up to our ZEJA International Conference, our annual conference in Orlando, Florida. The next 120 days could change your life for the rest of your family's life, move you from financial dependence to financial independence, financial security, and for many of you that are willing to do the deal, it could become financial abundance. So with that, thank you for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday morning. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care now. Bye-bye.